Hey, it's Saturday, time for pizza and computer games. Sorry, I cut the last episode short again, by accident, of course. I paused the recording to check the time and then I didn't unpause it. But it was kind of perfect anyway, because we were at the end of, we had just finished the quest for Countess Carvane, hero of Bruma, to get the Mad Stone. That was all wrapped up. I was just going to check what I was going to do next and then end the episode. That's all I did. So what we're going to do next is there was this vampire here. I've discovered that Braden Lyrian, a resident here in Bruma, was actually a vampire. This was a quest that was open in my quest log, so I don't know how I picked it up. Probably by a rumor. He was slain by a vampire hunter who has appeared in town named Raynil Drallas. However, the circumstances of this incident sound sketchy at best. I should make my way to the crime scene at Braden's house to investigate. Ew, long sentence. Yeah, so that's what we're doing, because it's in Bruma. I picked up another one here as well, just the other episode. This one, I've heard that our Nora Aurea of Bruma is looking for some help recovering some money that was stolen from her. We'll do that after this, I think. Just clean up all the quests around Bruma a little bit. But yeah, sorry Jen for cutting that off the last episode. It's just this with OBS. I know I've said this. I just wish they had an indicator here on the screen, maybe in the top left corner when you're recording that isn't recorded as part. Why they can't do that, I don't know, but so I have to tap out, which also makes it likely that Oblivion crashes. And I use, I use some keys and scene changes in OBS to switch to my little Taxi Nut promo and all that, or to pause it. Sometimes I forget then, or I press it wrong probably, I don't know. I suppose I could just record it all, you think, and then just edit it, but editing is also a huge, I don't know, maybe you've recorded videos and edited them? That just adds a lot of work to every episode, which for me takes the fun out of it. So I just record it as it goes and press the key to insert my little promo, and then move on. That's how I do it, and then I don't have to edit it. Also, it takes ages to render, and on my computer anyway, an hour-long video like this. Yeah, so that's why I do it this way. But sometimes I press the wrong key or whatever. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go to Raynil Drallas' house, I think, or Braden's house, and see what happened there. Available now on itch.io in Steam Early Access. TaxiNut is an open-world space sim where you play a lonesome taxi pilot looking for a missing friend. Currently featuring over 50 hours of story content and over 200 different planets, caves and stations ready for you to explore. To become a TaxiNut today, hop on over to itch.io or Steam and get yourself a pilot's license.
Members. Good thing. Yes, I heard that some cult called
Drallas' house. Who are you? Edla Darkheart.
Edla Darkheart. If you want to be a marksman, I can train you. If you can breathe, I can teach you.
Well, I'm already a master marksman myself. So, what does this say
I can
now?
show you some new things.
Train a skill apprentice. Okay. Yeah, I can show you some things as well.
Be seeing you.
Doubt it. Right. Oh, okay.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynil Drallas, will be allowed access.
Right. Who's Reynold Drayless?
I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Reynold Drayless, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Reynold arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you.
Why are you laughing?
You can see we really don't need any help.
He seems to find this amusing.
offer.
He's kind of laughing at this situation. Right. Anything more you can tell me of Braden? So you think he's a vampire?
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense.
Okay. And Reynold Drayless?
I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living.
Yeah, or he's a bullshit artist. Right. Thanks.
Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
Okay. Well, I could question her.
I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
Calm down. I'll help you.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
Tell me what happened.
I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Reynold Drayless. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Reynold, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carriers, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Reynold convinced Carriers that Braden was a vampire.
Well, the evidence does look bad for Braden.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Reynold character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
Yeah, tell me a bit more about that Reynold Drayless.
I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar.
Okay.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Repeated tampering with Brandon's corpse is a crime and will alert the authorities. Okay. I clearly think he's no vampire though, because...
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
Is this the basement? I know they don't want me here, but I'm just gonna have a look anyway. So this is the beggar. Murdered beggar. This. Thief of virtue. Handbill. Buying, selling, who cares? We'll do either at Novorama. We'll do whatever it takes to make the sale. Right. This. Oh. I did not mean to steal it. I hope they don't arrest me now as soon as I step out. Kinda magically know that I took something. Alright with this. Does every chest now have to magically have a lock? Still short sword. Right.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Right. So we're supposed to ask around about that. Or maybe the guard knows. Sorry.
So, any new revelations in your investigation?
Alright. Yeah. Well, you have any more about Brayden himself?
I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainiel has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainiel is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened.
Oh yeah.
I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either.
Right. So, do you know anything about Reynold Rayless, where he is, maybe?
I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Raynel. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Raynel is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught.
I wish they'd have some
Keep up
sense
the
of who I was.
Good work, I suppose.
Like, I saved your town.
Excuse me.
Maybe you were even there, were you? No.
Sorry, I have a lot of work to do.
Like standing around here? Okay.
Hello.
So, who do we ask? Some of the merchants and innkeepers. Okay, we'll ask a good friend at the inn. What's this one called again? Gerald View. Oh yeah, for the Gerald Mountains. Hey.
I hope I can help.
Yeah. You ever heard of Raynil Drallis?
Ah, you mean that vampire hunter. He's staying over at Olav's Tap and Tack. It's near the city gates. You can't miss it.
Yeah. What a
Nice
surprise.
seeing you.
Yeah, thanks, bye. He's in that
You're
hole.
the divine crystal.
I don't like that place anyway. It smells in there. Tap and tack. They're rude in there too. Yeah, look at this.
What can I do for you today?
Oh, he's nice today. Hello, Olaf. You know where Reynold Drallis is?
Raynil's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key.
Oh, he's very helpful.
I always liked Brayden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
You know what? I take it all back. This is a fine establishment. And you're very nice. Last door, right? I've entered Reynolds' room. I should carefully search the place for anything suspicious. Okay. Some yarn. Parchment. Covered pot. Can't see what's in it. Look here. Celeborn's journal. I've discovered a small journal in Reynolds' room at the inn. It seems he was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort from some alien ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Each of them took a key to the chest. A key to the chest? Each of them took a key to the chest it was secured in. Okay, the 2 other members of the group were Braden and someone named... Oh, Braden was a member. Named Galaborn. I need to find out more about Galaborn to confirm my suspicions about Raynil. Olaf may be able to help. Right. I'll page through this. How long is it anyway? Oh god, it's long. I'll do it more slowly. Or will I read this one? It's a lot of reading. Okay, the 8th day has passed and still there's no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower and scoured the crumbled gatehouse ruins, but not one clue has arisen as to where it may have been buried. It's quiet out there, as if the ruins were paying respects to the elite inhabitants that disappeared here long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but if we do, I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse scrapes before. The Brotherhood? Raiden paid good money for the information as to our treasure's whereabouts, and I hope it doesn't turn out to be yet another fiasco. This morning our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering that we were outnumbered 3 to 1, we did very well. Only Raynil suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Braden had thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandits' corpses, we set out to tackle the largest part of the ruin, the remains of the Great Keep. 2 of the walls of the once mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale whitish rock, so typical of the elite architecture in this part of Tamriel. This made our assault on the ruin difficult, as many of the larger chunks of wall were far too heavy for us to move. Raiden suggested that we search the center of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. This guess paid off, and after several hours of back-breaking work, we managed to clear an opening just large enough for us to squeeze through and enter an ancient stairwell. Leading down into the ground, we decided to wait until morning's light to begin our descent into the depths of the ruin. After a restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might lie ahead. Eagerly we dipped our torches in a fresh container of pitch, lit them and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The stale air was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that no one had entered this portion of the ruins in a very long time. We became excited as that meant no other tomb robbers had gotten there before us. The stairwell eventually leveled out into a corridor of sorts that snaked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along, I scanned the floor and walls very carefully for any type of triggers, tripwires or pressure plates. Such was my specialty. The elites were well known for the cunning traps protecting their tombs, and I wasn't taking any chances. Brandon, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings. I was becoming certain that we had finally found the true location of our prize. After walking for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended at a metal door with the carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Braden's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. And the wrong combination would spell our deaths, perhaps triggering a collapse of the hallway or some other equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The 6th one, then the 1st one, the 2nd one, the 8th one, and finally the 1st one again. I closed my eyes as there were a few loud clicks, and then the door popped open. We all breathed a sigh of relief. Pushing open the door, I looked in at a huge room with a pedestal at the center. Sitting on the pedestal, illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling, was our prize. The floor was covered in a huge mosaic of a stylized spider, all 8 of its legs coming to a point and ending up at the door entrance. This was the last of the traps the elite left behind to protect their treasure. Again, if it hadn't been for Braden's skill at acquiring information we may never have known to solve this last line of defense. I instructed Braden and Raynil to remain at the entrance and to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Carefully I began to walk on the darkened tiles that formed the third leg of the spider. Sweat beaded on my forehead as the pathway made by the tiny pieces of ceramic was very narrow at the start, and one slip could again mean instant death. But that never arrived. The information had been correct, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact. Quickly as possible, we made our way back and out into the daylight. Once again, the Brotherhood was triumphant, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave not far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of its magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled, and we certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Braden agreed to contact a local hooper to construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us would hold a key to one of the locks, so none would have access to the artifact without the others being present. For the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang many a song of adventures past and adventures to come. Right. Wow, that was a long read. Will I take this actually? So I guess that's the clue. Nothing else here, right? There is some cave. Was it marked? So I guess Raynil now has 2 keys, the Braden key and his own key.
Hello!
Hi.
What can I do for you today?
Galaborn, do you know about him?
Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynil told me that he was the last vampire he hunted.
I see.
Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Galaborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment.
Right. Anything more you have to say about Braden?
I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder.
Yeah, I don't think Braden was a vampire. They were after some treasure together. They had found it and they each had a key to the chest that holds the treasure. So I think, what's his name? Raynil killed both Braden and Galaborn to get their keys. So he now is the only one, or he now has the treasure.
And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much.
Okay. Right.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
I will. Thanks. Oh, walking into his stuff. So, we probably have to go to Skingrad then. The innkeeper told me Galaborn was slain in Skingrad. Oh. I think it's time to speak to Carius Runelius about Raynil. He must be stopped. We might not have to go to Skingrad.
Greetings.
Oh no, that's down here. Carius Runelius. Where are you, Carius?
Oh. So, any new revelations in your... investigation?
Okay, Mr. Sarcastic. I do have some news.
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Galaborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Galaborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
No, he wasn't. I disagree.
What do you mean, you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Galaborn was not a vampire?
Well, I have Galaborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynil have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynil from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Alright, I'll be there. Wow, you're fast. Right, maybe talk to her for a
Do you
sec.
have any more questions? I'm afraid I know little more.
Well, there was a third man involved named Galaborn. Do you know him?
Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynil.
Yeah. Did you tell me about this brotherhood or before? I don't think you did. It might have come in handy. But, right. We're on to something. I think we've proven that Braden wasn't a vampire. We're getting Raynil.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Yeah. So in an hour, he said. Right. We'll wait an hour.
Good to see you.
Hello. Ah, we'll do it here. We'll just wait here for an hour. 1 hour. Alright.
Hail, Sir Knight.
Hello.
How about mixing up some potions?
Yeah, no, I have other things to do.
Hello.
Suppose I could use some. Kinda running out of poisons. Right.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
It is kind of the kind of stuff that I was expecting in the... What's it called again? The tap and...
Whatever I can do.
Where is, Didn't he tell me to go here?
Just
Oh.
before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynil was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Galaborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynil doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
Okay. Right, I'm on my way.
Please hurry. Raynil...
It's that way. Well... Be on the map here. Okay, it's very nearby. Of course, because of the mountainous terrain. That could mean anything. Only 22 iron arrows left. I think I have a lot of elven arrows. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, an Oblivion gate we haven't done. Right, we'll do that now. I have to close them all. Somebody recently told me in the comments, or somebody, my good friend Luke, said he read there's about 60. So how many have I done? I've done a lot. Wait, where is this? Statistics. Next button. 42 only. Well, I mean, wow, that would mean I still have like 18. Oh. Ah, shit. Crashy time. Yep. Right, I walked us back. Are we recording now? Yes. Oh, come on. Maybe this is something I can't work around. Right. I'll be back again. Try it again. Right, I've just entered the gate in case it crashed right outside there again. So we're just inside the gate, that's all. The familiar one, this anyway. Although I forget immediately how it goes. I think this is the one with all the bridges. So I think it's where we have to go all the way up to open a bridge. Some such. Oh no, yeah, this is the monster closet. We don't need to go in here. We go that way. And then oh yeah, so the bridge isn't open yet because we have to get on top to the top of this one. There is a lever to open it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna close each and every one of these bastards. I mean, we're 2/3 there anyway, so. Right here, this thing. No other one right here. And oh, it's this one first. Yeah, and then there's a lever there as well, and then we have to get a bridge that's a level lower or something. And that one there. Get to the main tower. I think there's about 5 or 6 different ones. Maybe 7. Of these Oblivion plane situations. Right, that's that one. And then and not here. If you open this one, there'll be a bridge that's retracting, which is kind of nice because you could get confused, walk back there. You're actually going the wrong way. Oh, I forgot to keep my spell up. You see, 95% chameleon will not do. Jeez, what the? Not the first time I get trapped in that. That would be especially funny if the creatures were attacking you and you're there right between those benches. What's this? Is this the door? Old traps as well here. Yep. I think it's one of these doors now. Oh, was that a... Did I see that wrong? Or was that the Daedra spider that just fell? That's funny. Right, and now this is all the way up. This is the main tower. Oops. And he stepped off the ledge. Suppose I better give it a save before something stupid happens. And then here is a trap. Sort of like your Frodo, but you went to Mount Doom. This is like your 100th time going there. Orc here, trap there. Bam there, golem there. His raw teeth. Okay. Oh, picked something up. No, I didn't pick up the teeth. Just the potion or something. Yeah, I should have. Oh, we'll take care of it later. I better save. Well, that's another one closed. Now we can continue to look for Reyno or Raylan Dravos or whatever with a clear conscience. Let's save it. We found the Boreal Stone Cave, it says, but oh yeah, here we go. I've arrived at Boreal Stone Cave. Oh, like that. We need to swim, or are we allowed to walk on this? Oh, who the hell are you?
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part.
Yes, it was.
I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
Well, you're not just gonna surrender then, because I don't think you're gonna succeed in killing me.
Certainly not. I'm surprised carriers didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This
Yes.
leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom.
Well, this is your last chance.
Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
Okay. Just checking my stuff. Lucky for me, I can pass time. Yeah, I think this'll do. Will we give him the real treatment? Oh, he's also, what's he casting? Oh, I still have the my super chameleon spell active, so he doesn't stand a fucking chance. Anyway, I've located Rainil in Boreal Stone Cave. He refused to surrender, choosing instead to attack me. I was forced to kill him to defend myself. I can now recover the artifact mentioned in Galaborn's journal from the chest. Right. Yeah, I was thinking more of an actual fight. I forgot I had the spell active. The Daedric Claymore. How much do I have now with the spell? Plenty of room. He's got the whole glass set, except for, of course, a helm. That's all the keys. I will take it. Opening the waterlogged chest with all 3 keys, I discovered the artifact to be an amulet. It seems fairly unremarkable, and I'm unsure of its function. I think I should bring it back to Lyrian and see what she wants me to do with it. Mundane amulet. Alright. Anything else here though? No? Look in here. Oh no, I don't want to sink. We do not like water. Is this... have I been here? No, it's a new part. Okay. Well, that was it here. Back to Bruma. From here it just seems very easy. Walk. I think I took the difficult path or something. Capstone Cave. Oh, what happened to you? Right. An entrance. So, let's see what Raiden's wife has to say. I mean, won't bring Braden back, but she'd probably be happy to know that his name will be cleared.
What news do you bring?
Well, I've killed Raynor Dralis.
I knew I'd recognize Raynor. I think when I first met Braden many years ago, he introduced me to him. They were part of some sort of brotherhood. They would roam Cyrodiil in search of legendary treasures and the like. The only reason he stopped doing that is because we got married and he wanted to settle down. I'm afraid, thanks to Raynor, that time is lost.
Oh, you didn't know Raynor was part of that brotherhood. That's why you didn't mention it earlier. I see. So I got that amulet they had recovered. That's supposedly special, but it looks kind of mundane to me.
Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state.
Okay, and did the word die with Braden?
No. He always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered.
Certainly, here it is.
Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel.
Right, thank you. As I said, Raynor Dralis you don't have to worry about anymore. He's gone.
I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand.
Yeah, I do. Right, goodbye.
Justice has been done.
Indeed. So what's this amulet? Oh yeah, I still have this on me. I sell it to the fence. Amulet. Oh, that's one I already had. My own feather ring. Jeweled amulet. This phylactery of litheness. Phylactery. I don't even know what that means. Fortify speed 10 points. Okay. I have that on Ring of Khajiit. Yeah, well, nice anyway. Okay, we'll see if the fence is in. Give him that scroll. Oh, he's not in. Ah, he's probably out having a drink. Is it that time? Sort of is, yes. Right, so what's next? Oh yeah. Honora Aurea of Bruma. So where is that? Well, in Bruma. Alright. We're nearly there. Yeah. It's the house. Hello?
What do you want? Can't you see that I'm upset?
Yes. I'm here about Yorander.
I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it.
Okay. So, any clue of where I can find it?
I know what you've heard, all about Jorunda and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in or are you out?
Sounds shady, alright. But keep talking, I'm in.
Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes.
Oh.
I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going.
I think maybe still
That
thieves,
is until
but...
last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him.
You're a bit bullshitty. I mean, you're wearing a big golden necklace there with a huge stone on it. You're happy to live it. What does this have to do with me anyway?
Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard. I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it.
All right.
He's not likely to just come out and take it.
Yep. I don't know. I hope I get the option to hand the gold back to the town. Let's just find out first where it is.
Soon, sir, please. Do you think the attack will come soon, sir?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh. The dungeon. How do we get in there, though?
Always a pleasure.
Indeed.
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor.
Oh. Through my barracks? Maybe through the barracks. I mean, I don't know. Hello.
Good to see you.
Hey.
Greetings!
I'm here to
Ah, there's the dungeon. Probably downstairs then. Hello.
What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking to talk to, well, visit the prisoner.
What a bother. Don't be too long about it. I got to stay with you, so there isn't any funny business.
All right. Isn't that your job? Relax.
I haven't got all day.
Neither do I.
I haven't got all day.
How about now?
Prisoners may not accept gifts.
Oh, you're still an asshole. It doesn't matter.
Don't get too close to the prisoners.
Where is he? Oh, there you are.
No touching the locks.
Hello, you're under.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care.
Didn't help.
All I know is that I want you to leave.
It's about the stolen gold.
I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Terelius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
Get too close to
I don't know who you are, nor do I care.
Can I try this?
Tell me more.
It's already maxed.
Nice try.
Indeed.
prisoners may not accept gifts.
He's still... Right. I know. So that didn't work. What does it say now? He refused to speak to me. He said that he doesn't talk to outsiders. I think he's referring to the fact that I'm not a prisoner. Sounds like the only way to get him to talk is by getting arrested. What the fuck? I kinda don't like that. No. Doesn't that mess with your attributes? It does in Daggerfall, I think. If you go to prison, it reduces your skills or something. Oh, going on the table. This whole business, I don't think I like it. Is it not something else we can do? Getting arrested. Sounds like the only way. I can't sneak in there or something.
The Ultima have powerful wizards.
Let's see.
It could be a dangerous situation.
Good day.
Good day.
Probably they'll see me anyway, because they're scripted. Oh, what? Which way to the... No. Oh yeah, down here. He's not there. Close. He's not in here. No.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave.
Come on now.
We'll see.
What you like? Or we're done. Ripe with 3 bonus.
Thank you. How... that'll get you some... Thank you. How kind.
This is 30. And it's 2 to... Ah, that's too much.
Nice try.
It does apply. Can I open this thing? Oh no, this is like a... Oh, I can. Works for this one. Now what?
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave.
Well, you can just walk out now.
Nice try.
Still don't trust me. Here, I'm a prisoner.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave. Nice try.
Alright. There's nothing I can give you. I don't know, but I don't want to get arrested. I hate that.
I'm here to relieve you. Another day.
What? No.
Another septum.
Where are we anyway, time-wise? Okay, Saved by the Bell. It's exactly an hour. Well, think about this. I don't know.
Go take your break.
And we'll see next episode. Don't know what I'll do yet. So thanks for watching. Bye.